Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm here with a book review. The book that I'm going to be reviewing is a work of horror fiction from someone that I feel is an underrated horror writer for the most part. And the book that I'm going to be reviewing is The Woods Are Dark by Richard Laymon. This is the restored and uncut version that his daughter, Kelly, put together. The Woods Are Dark was originally published by Warner Publishing in 1981. But when it was published, they required him to edit it down to the point that there were 50 pages less. There were different plot points that were taken out. The editing in itself was poorly executed, and it reached the point that it tainted Richard Laymon's impression in the United States. Richard Laymon was able to regain a good impression in Europe, specifically the UK, in Australia, New Zealand, and among other horror writers like Stephen King, Dean Koontz, Bentley Little, and Jack Ketchum, among others. He earned an award for the Traveling Vampire Show, and some of his other novels were nominated for Bram Stoker Awards, but Richard Laymon died in 2001 at the age of 54, and The Woods Are Dark was re-released, restored and uncut in 2008. And this is the novel that is supposed to give Richard Laymon the justice he deserved. I thought it was okay, but I think that fans can definitely have a good time with it. The Woods Are Dark has to do with two groups of people that are going to the same wooded area. Neela and Sherry are two young adults, I would say around 18 years of age, that are going to, they're looking to go hiking. And then the Dills family, which consists of Lander, who is a high school English teacher, his wife Ruth, his daughter Cordelia, and Cordelia's boyfriend Ben. They're all looking to go camping. And while they're in this area, they're kidnapped and trapped, and they're mingling in the woods with these creatures that are these human monsters that are craving human flesh. And there's not much else that I can say without spoiling it, but I do feel that there were elements of this novel that were, I wouldn't say predictable, but there were things that have been done over and over again. Specifically, I don't know, I wouldn't say insta-love, but maybe quick-a-love. They put in a relationship pretty quickly, and it resulted in an inevitable sex scene. You're surrounded by monsters that crave human flesh, and you engage in sexual activity in a pretty dangerous situation as well. I guess that the one argument can be made that the world that sexual desire is endless, and that even the greatest crisis doesn't prevent it. But and in this case, this is when Johnny Robbins, who he engages in the adventure as well. But The Woods Are Dark contains blood, gore, graphic images, sex, nudity, and rape, which If you're sensitive, this is not the book for you. The really suggestive things that take place in here, it's not in a way that it justifies the actions. The actions are completely distasteful, and one can make notice to that. But in some cases, it teeters on being a bit outrageous, which I think that Richard Laymon does a great job being sick and twisted, which that's exactly where he's trying to hit at. And I think that in that respect, I feel that this was something that was quick to get through and a thrill for what it was. I gave it 3 out of 5 on my Goodreads. And I think for Richard Laymon readers, this is something you gotta read. I think that most horror readers are going to enjoy this. I don't think that people outside of that realm are going to get something out of it. Thank you for tuning into this review. I hope you check out some more videos on this channel. I'm probably going to check out some more of Richard Laymon's novels. I read Dark Mountain and The Cellar, and I indulge him the way that I indulge burgers and fries. Thank you for tuning in, and for now, keep reading.